The Baglihar Dam. What's it like to depend on your mortal enemy for water? As you can imagine, it isn't really the ideal situation for Pakistan. To really understand this issue, some background information is necessary. It all starts with the 1960 Indus Water Treaty. This was a treaty that was brokered by the World Bank. It is an agreement that basically divides the rights to the major rivers that flow through both India and Pakistan and gives guidelines as to how those rivers can be used. In the treaty, Pakistan was given exclusive control to three major rivers, the Jhelum, the Chenab, and the Indus. The Indus is the large river that runs through the whole of Pakistan and is fed by both of Pakistan's other controlled rivers, the Jhelum and the Chenab. The treaty also gave India the ability to build dams along the Pakistan-controlled rivers as long as they were run-of-the-river dams, which means that water is not stored in the dams but passes through to collect energy. For Pakistan, this meant both good and bad things. Pakistan was promised unconditional access to water, at least on paper. They were also told they could build hydropower dams to collect energy on those rivers. However, it also meant that they were dependent on India following through with the treaty for their survival. It also meant that if there were ever times of extreme conflict between Pakistan and India, India could shut off their access to water and use the rivers as a weapon against them. In the late 1990s, India gathered plans for the Baglihar Dam. The dam is located on the Chenab River. It is in the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir's southern Doda district, not far at all from Pakistan's borders. Like mentioned earlier, this river feeds directly to the Indus River that runs through the whole length of Pakistan and supplies much of the water for it. Before the Baglihar Dam was built, Pakistan expressed many concerns over it. Pakistan was worried that its water supply would be severely decreased. They said that their rabi season, which compares to America's grow season of spring and summer, would be deprived of needed irrigation. They would lose crops, especially wheat. If that happened, they would have to import wheat and other goods without having the funds to do so. They were also worried that some of their glaciers would melt. These concerns were taken to the leadership in India. When they were not acknowledged in the way that Pakistan wanted, they petitioned help from the World Bank, asking them to mediate and evaluate the situation. World Bank placed Professor Raymond Lafitte as a mediator and assigned him to judge the issue. In his ruling, he made a minor change to the dam, but did not stop construction like Pakistan wanted. In 2004, the first phase of the dam was complete. Due to flooding, the second phase was not complete until 2008. It ended up being 472 feet tall and covers 1,040 feet across the Chenab River area. During this time, India also built many other hydroelectric dams on the rivers that Pakistan has exclusive rights to. Starting at about 1 month after the dam was up and running in 2008, Pakistan said they noticed a considerable drop in their water. They believed that India was filling up the Baglihar Dam, which is a violation of the Indus Water Treaty. Pakistan asked India to coordinate a calendar with them so they could plan out their times to fill the dam, but India did not reply. After many petitions to the Indian government, Pakistan and India both had officials tour the Baglihar Dam together. They found that Pakistan had indeed been receiving substantially less than the 55,000 cusics of water promised to them in the treaty, by only receiving 2,200. Pakistan and India are both currently trying to make this situation work between them. They meet regularly to discuss the issue. On this matter, Stephen McCaffrey, a respected authority on international water law, said, "Since 1960, there have been 12 instances of armed conflict between India and Pakistan, yet members of the Commission continue to meet. Why? Because water is vital. It's the only avenue for two countries to relate to each other with respect to these shared water resources." Even though things are stable with the Baglihar Dam currently, there is always the question of what if. Because so much in life depends on water, Pakistan relies greatly on the Chenab River to flow through to the Indus River. If this water was to stop flowing, Pakistan would suffer greatly. Because tensions are already so high in these countries, this is always a possibility. Having to depend on their mortal enemy for water and welfare is not a comfortable place at all for Pakistan. Thanks for stopping by.